Kimber has become a symbol of FUDs nationwide. After years of 1911s with laser grips, they now have a 2011 on the market, and they're pretty proud of it looking at the price tag. I'm here to find out for you guys if it's a jug of garbage juice or if it's the next gun to add to your list. We're going to break it down into 5 key categories and give you everything you need to know on the Kimber 2K11 Pro in 10 minutes or less. Now, for the basics, this is a double-stack 1911 chambered in 9mm with a 4 1/4 inch barrel and 2 19-round mags from Checkmate. There are several versions of this model, but we have the Eclipse version on hand. It is cut for an optic using the C&H precision plate system, and we are rocking a Trijicon RMR along with a Streamlight TLR1 pistol light. Okay, that's the basics. Got it? Good. Here we go. 25 points on the line. For build quality, we were off to a bit of a shaky start. When we went to mount the optic, there was an excessive amount of Loctite on the screws, and we actually got it stuck and snapped one off in the gun. So this entire review, this whole thing that you're about to watch, was done with 3 out of 4 screws in the optic plate.
Josh, can you explain what happened with the Kimber when you were trying to put the plate on?
So putting the mounting plate on takes 4 screws. They were jammed full of Loctite, and I'm sitting there, working along, and then it was like when you're putting the motor together, you're dad, and you break the bolt and just get up and walk away because it snapped it.
We suspect that's because there was too much Loctite.
Too much Loctite. Ben got the other 3 in, so.
Thanks, Ben.
See how it works now.
3 screws is good enough, right?
3 out of 4 ain't bad. That's 75%.
Thankfully, they didn't come loose at all, and it's really not that big of an issue as long as you clean off the screws. We had 0 issues with reliability. We tried a wide variety of ammo and had no malfunctions at all. The machining is nice, and the gun also feels like it's tight enough without being sloppy. That means we're going to give it a 4.5 out of 5 for quality. The screw thing is annoying enough to knock off half a point. Vertex just released a bunch of new bags as part of their Any Day lineup. First is the Everyday Fanny Pack 2.1 with a ton of functionality. Then, if you want to carry something larger, you could use the Everyday Fanny Pack Plus. And for all your EDC gear all at once, you could rock the Any Day Backpack. Plenty of space without being overkill. And if you use the code TGC at vertx.com, you'll save a bunch of money. So go check out those new bags and see what that code can do for you. When it comes to ergonomics, this is much like every other 2011 out there. The grip texture is acceptable, although it could be a touch more aggressive, we thought.
Oh, yeah. Oh, the grip texture.
The magwell is nice for a little bit of added pressure on the bottom of your grip. The controls were not extended, and that's unfortunate when cheaper guns offer that. So we'll give this a 3.5 out of 5 for being decent, but not spectacular. For features, the only thing that's missing here is a threaded barrel. It has a really nice visual package. The 19-round mags are nice, even though there were only 2 in the box on that. And the C&H optic plate system, which isn't my favorite because it uses double the screws of basically what everybody else uses. That's a thing. There's also the speed holes in the slide, a nice flat trigger. We're going to give it a 4 out of 5 for features because it's missing the extended controls, and I'm not a huge fan of fiber optic front sights on guns this expensive. For practical accuracy, aka how accurate we can be with the gun, we actually ran the test twice. Once with some cheap 115 grain stuff like we normally do, and that resulted in not amazing but not terrible grips, kind of middle of the road, and then we decided to try the staccato ammo. Now, before we show you these groups, keep in mind that this ammo will not run in 99% of the guns that we've tried to shoot it through. Okay, here we go.
Okay, here's Josh with the staccato ammo.
That's slow.
Okay, solid group.
Hello, guys.
Here comes Ben. We're not going to cut. Same ammo, staccato. Center target. Even better group than before. Here, somebody take this. We're going to leave all the shooting in one clip. I'd say that's better.
This is Josh's group. I wouldn't worry about that little guy. Pretty solid overall. There's a fisticuffs for you. Little loader. Yeah. Here's Ben's group. About the same as his prior group. Really, really good. And this is one of my best groups yet. I slowed down, and the staccato ammo shoots really good. Ben's upset that I shot slower than him. No comment. He's upset that I shot slower than him, but that's pretty good. So I know we're going to get some questions about the nacho rating. Come in close. Okay, so we've got a single nacho here, and then a separate nacho here. So this is not a one nacho. This is a multi-nacho group. Then we come into the middle, and we have some questioning. This may be glued in the middle by some cheese, but we're going to count this as a single nacho. And then we come over here to a definite one nacho group. This is a nice slow-paced group, and we got one nacho out of it. So in case you guys want to use this on your range time, you're more than welcome. If the spalling edge that removes the paint is touching on your group, you have a one nacho.
Significantly improved over the other stuff, and that means we can give this thing a 5 out of 5 for accuracy. Wow, that really cleaned up the groups. Now, when it comes to value, this category can bring the most prestigious brands to their knees. Guns are very often way overpriced for the value they provide, and with an MSRP of $2,345, I'm gonna say that this is just not gonna be the best value out there. It's a really good gun, no doubt there, it's a good gun. But we're missing some key things that we've seen on more budget-friendly 2011s that we reviewed recently that this gun does not offer. First, we have to take a point off, as always, for only coming with 2 mags. It's 2025, and that's bull for a gun north of $2,000. Put another magazine in the box. Next, when a gun that's half the price can offer a comped barrel and extended controls like the Mac 9 DSD comp, you have to wonder where the money goes besides paying for the name on this Kimber. Yes, it is objectively a nicer gun. It is. But it's almost double the price of that Mac. And at the same time, I'm torn because it's easier to shoot faster and more accurate. That said, I'll give this a 3.5 out of 5 for value, bringing the total score up to 20.5 out of 25 points. That puts this near the top, sort of upper middle class, and honestly, that feels like a good spot for this thing to live. It is a very upper middle class gun. If you guys want to see more honest gun reviews with no BS, be sure to get subscribed for the most unbiased reviews out there. And as always, thank you all for watching. We'll see you soon.